So yeah, we're doing a Harry Potter tier list. We're gonna be ranking all the characters. My personal opinion. So, you may disagree, you may not. But hey, I am a filmmaker, so, and I've seen all the movies at least like 5 times. Probably more than that, to be honest. So yeah, it's just my opinion. It's just for fun. So if you get personally offended, that's your fault, and you can go cry. Anyway.
You're a fucking pussy!
Yeah, just like that. All right, let's just get into it. Okay, Harry. I know people are going to get pissed off at this. I think Harry's a bitch. I think he's carried. I think Harry is the most carried, one of the most carried characters in all of fiction. He's carried by a prophecy. He's carried by all this shit. So I'm legit going to put him in pissing me off because I think he's like actually dumb. He's just carried. He's just carried. Like if there's no plot armor, he's dead like on day 1. Hermione's legit. I think she's legendary. She's smart as fuck. I think Ron, like I'm not gonna lie, this character's only his only job in the story is to be best friends with the main character and be Hermione's boyfriend. And I don't know how the fuck that even came to be. Like I don't think that would ever happen in real life. I don't think that would ever be a thing in real life, but you know, fuck it. Ginny's pretty cool. She was kind of annoying at the start, but then at the end, you know, she kind of like became, she's the alpha in her fucking marriage. Like she's the alpha. Harry's not the alpha, okay? Fred and George are just there for comedic relief, but I appreciate them, so I'm gonna put them there. What's this guy's name? Perseus, I think that's his name. I mean, he's just there, you know, like who, you know, he's there. He doesn't really do much. He worked for the ministry and he was too much of a pussy to do anything, like half the time. Ron's oldest brother, I'm not gonna lie, he didn't piss me off, but it's like, who are you? You know, I don't really care. He's just there to be a boyfriend to the French girl. That's all he was there for. Ron's mom, she's cool. I'm not gonna say she's legendary. Like, yeah, she killed Bellatrix, but that seemed like just plot armor. You know, like she's cool. She's nice. She's like Harry's mom, pretty much. He's cool too, I guess. I forgot what the fuck is his name again. I don't even know what the fuck his like first name is, but Mr. Weasley, whatever. He's cool, whatever. You know, they're just like, they're pretty much Harry's parents. Dumbledore, obviously godlike. You can't, like, there's just no arguing that he's godlike. Although he could have avoided the whole thing if he just didn't put Harry's name in the fucking cup, but whatever. We're not going to talk about that. Hagrid is cool. Like, Hagrid is, you know, I'm going to put him in legendary. Like he's iconic. He is iconic to the story. Like, he is the father figure to Harry. Like, he is iconic. He's always there. He's always reliable. He's like a stable rock. He's just there, you know? Snape is godlike. I don't care what anyone. He's literally the Itachi of Harry Potter. He's godlike. There's no debate there. Voldemort. I would put him in godlike, but like he's just dumb. He was a good villain though. I think I put him in because like it's not really his fault. It's not his fault that he's not a good character. It's the writer's fault. Like, they made him stupid. They made him make stupid choices. Yeah, I'm about to die. Let me let my last Horcrux fucking roam around a goddamn war zone without my supervision. Like, you know, like that's the writers. That's not really him. Sirius, I think Sirius Black is legendary status. He's like legit a sick ass character. I was kind of upset that he died. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put Neville at legendary too. At least, like, you know, at the end of the movie. His character development as well was, you know, important. And he could have been what Harry was, by the way. It was either Harry or Neville that got the prophecy, or that set the prophecy to be true. So Harry just got lucky over Neville. Minerva, that's her name. Professor McGonagall. I think she's kind of like cringy, but like, I think she's legendary. Like, she follows the rules too much, which is like fucking annoying to me, but I think she's cool. All right, we already know, like, no words have to be said there. I think I think Moody is godlike. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, he got fucked over and shit sometimes, and like he died, but he was like legit. This dude spent his whole life fucking up dark wizards. I mean, that's pretty easy, right? I mean, maybe at the end of the movie he became a little bit better, but this guy pissed me off because he wouldn't believe that Voldemort was back. This guy's a bitch. Like, if I saw him, I would have just killed him immediately. Like, I don't know why the fuck they didn't kill him earlier. That shit actually pissed me off. Dobby is legendary. Literally saved this fucking plot armor kid's ass so many times. This dude was fucking MVP. I don't hate Malfoy as much as people hate him. Like, at the start of the movie, you know, he kind of pissed me off, but like at the end, like he kind of made sense. Like, his character made sense. So I'm gonna put him there, actually. Dudley was a bitch. Fuck him. This professor was kind of pissing me off. Professor Slughorn, that's his name, because he wasn't saying anything about Voldemort. But I mean, he didn't really do much, you know. I'm gonna put him here because he didn't really do much. He just kind of was like a pussy. Like, yeah, he finally came out at the end, but I don't know. She's interesting, but she's still a little awkward. I'm not gonna put her anything above that. Luna Lovegood. I think this kid is one of the most overhyped motherfuckers in the show, and his only significance is the fact that he died. And he's just like a dude that's there for the girls to like simp over or some shit. So I'm gonna just put him there, like, Coom, like, you know, like, your dad, you couldn't even put up a fight, like, you did nothing, you just died. I know that the aunt, she became, like, again, all three of these people became cooler at the end of the movie, but just for what they did at the start, fuck them, you know? This guy he was kind of annoying because he was a bitch, although he was Regulus Black's, elf. This guy didn't even do anything. Like, he just died. So fuck him. This guy was annoying. He was like there for like to be a bitch at the start, and then for like for comedy at the end. This guy's a who because legit we only saw him once. He never came back and never did anything crazy with his life. So fuck him. I don't even know what her name was, but she like almost got kicked out of Hogwarts. She never really pissed me off. She's just a who, like, you know, she didn't do much. She's just there. Game of Thrones, yeah. Yeah, he does actually. He looks like he's from that. This guy was a bitch. He was actually like, this character was actually darker than a lot of people think he was, because like, yeah, the movie that he was in the second movie, which was aimed towards children. But the shit that he did was like dark as fuck. Like, he would like kill people and take their memories or some shit and take all the rep. Like, that shit was dark, man. He'd ruin people's lives. That's pretty fucking dark. This French bitch Fleur, like she didn't do anything. Like, she just didn't do anything. I'm just gonna put her there. He kind of pissed me off because he's like a pussy. Like, he's just like, he's legit a pussy. He's too afraid to do anything on his own. Like, fucking stand up for yourself, you know what I mean? So he actually pissed me off. What the fuck was her name? She told us not to call her Nymphadora, but she was a nymphomaniac or some shit. I know in the book she was more popular, so I'll put her here. She was pretty cool in the books, but yeah. She died. This guy got fucked. Yo, he was an asshole. Like, he died into the fire and shit. You were an asshole too. Okay. Bellatrix is an asshole, but I think her character is very cool and very good. Very well designed. So I'm going to put her in legend. Like, her character did a lot for the story. So I'm putting her up there. Although she was a bitch, she was a very good villain. I think she was a very good villain. This girl, I forgot what her name was, but she was relevant until she like fucked over the Order of the Phoenix, and then she never appeared ever again. So I'm just gonna put her in who. Like Harry like was obsessed with this girl, and then she got like she didn't even like mean to get caught. She just got caught. She was just the one that got caught out of all of them. And for that, Harry never talked to her ever again. Like she just like got excluded from the entire friend group and shit. I don't know. It was really weird. Like it wasn't even her fault. And they like put so much shit on her. Like they actually fucked her over. Like they were some bad fucking friends for that shit, man. They were some bad fucking friends. This guy actually pissed me off because, oh shit, he was like so full of himself, and then like he wouldn't believe Harry, and he's just like an asshole. And he was like Harry's like fucking love rival at some point or some shit. I don't even know, with Ginny. But he just like, he was just kind of annoying. Like he just dared to like react to shit and then be a bitch later on. That's all he was. This guy had like 2 fucking minutes of screen time in the first movie to show Harry what Quidditch was, and then never appeared ever again. Okay, James Potter, not gonna lie, I don't like him. He was a bitch to Snape, therefore you're getting put all the way the fuck down here because you're an asshole and you're full of yourself and shit. Like he was actually like a bully. He was fucking cocky and shit. This bitch was annoying because she would lie all the time. This guy was also pissing me off at times, like for the same reason as this guy here. These two had like the same role in the movie. They're just there to react to things and like then be a bitch at the end. That's like all they were there for. This guy was a Death Eater. I don't know, like I think in the books they go more in detail with him too, but he didn't really do much. I'm just gonna put him there. Why is this nurse lady even here? Like, I don't know who you are. She's just the nurse. This guy was cool. Like, I was interested in him, but I know that like they killed him off really early. We didn't really get to see much of him in the movies. This guy pissed me off. He didn't do much. This girl. Okay, look. This girl is. They fucked her over. Like, okay, so she. I don't think she did. She didn't do anything wrong, okay? This girl didn't do anything wrong. She legit just likes Ron. And Hermione happened to like Ron. But Hermione and Ron were never exclusive to each other at the time. She did nothing wrong. And then Ron, I don't know, like it was just, and then they broke up. Like they broke up just because he said her name. So Ron was like technically the one that cheated on her. If that makes sense, right? Like it's like it was so backwards. Like the shit was weird. Like she was actually the victim. I think she was the victim. And then in the last movie, they just like violently fucking killed her. Like a werewolf was like sucking her blood and shit. It was really fucked up. I don't know why they fucked her over so much. But yeah, they did that. This guy is just there for like funny reasons. Oh my god, it's fucking Xbox shit. This guy pissed me off because he was a bitch. This is the girl that one of the twins asked out in the 4th movie, and that's literally it. This was the girl, I think, that got possessed or some shit. I don't even know who the fuck this bitch is. Here's Lily. I think Lily is like interest peaked, but not much more than that. I mean, she's just the main character's mom. She was like strong and whatnot, but I don't dig the whole love shit. Like the whole love shit is kind of lame. Like, you know, like love beats everything. It's just love. Like, but yet only one mom in the entire of the wizarding world can love. Like what? Like what about every other mom's love, you know? Like why is her love unique? Why isn't anyone else's love unique? I mean, what if someone loves more than she did? Where's like the miracles and shit there, you know? That's why the concept of miracles and love beats all is stupid, because then it would apply to everybody. But it doesn't for the plot. This guy he was annoying. The way he talked was annoying. Fuck him. She pissed me off a lot. Like, yeah, she died and shit, but she was like condescending and fucking rude. This guy, he's the wand guy. He got fucked over. I'm just gonna. He's just the wand guy. Like that's all. He's just the wand guy. That's it, man. Oh, this is the girl. I don't know that's the girl who got possessed by the necklace or some shit, by like one of the whole cruxes. This girl was just there for Hagrid, like no other reason. This kid was just the caster for Quidditch. This guy was kind of cool. I was interested in him. He was in the in the Ministry. He was kind of cool. The werewolf guy was kind of cool too. He's the one that actually killed this girl, like Ron's ex. It was pretty fucked up. But I mean, like, he looked cool. Like, his character, you know, he looked super evil and shit. You know, I didn't really know much about him, but like, you know, piqued my interest. I know there's more about him in the book. Plant lady. I mean, you're just the plant lady. Nobody cares. I'm not gonna lie. Malfoy's mom was interesting. Like, she seemed like very competent. She seemed like she knew what she was doing, and she actually cared more about her family than Lucius Malfoy did. Like, he was a pussy, but I don't think she was a pussy. Like, she was pretty courageous. She was down to just get the fuck out and leave. This guy was cool. The bus driver was cool. You know what? I'm putting in fucking legendary because his character was cool. Like, what he said, like how the whole scene with him was, like, it was cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting Aberforth. This is Dumbledore's brother. I'm putting him in godlike because he is a god. Like, he was fucking putting in work during the last movie in the fucking war part. This fucking photographer kid, he's literally only there for the Chamber of Secrets movie and nothing else. Okay, this I don't know if you guys remember, but she like turned into like a fucking snake. Just kind of disgusting. I'm putting her here because it just like everything about her pissed me off. Just putting her here. This guy was just there to cry for his son. Oh, she was a major bitch. This is like Harry's aunt's sister or some shit. She was annoying. She pissed me off a couple times. Okay, this is the Slytherin girl. She obviously, like, okay, here's my take on this. You don't have to make every member of Slytherin a piece of shit just because they're in Slytherin, okay? Like, they made her, I think she's, like, she had potential to be, like, a good person, but then the plot is like, no, she's Slytherin, we have to make her a bitch. So, I think because of that, like, she piqued my interest, but then the writers kind of, like, fucked it over. So, I'm gonna put her here, because I'm, like, she was interesting, and I don't know if she changed or not at the end. I think she did change at the end, too. But I'm not sure. I'm going to put Lupin in Legendary. I think he deserves Legendary. I mean, the dude's a fucking werewolf and, like, saved Harry from Dementors and shit. Like, he helped Harry a lot. But, yeah. That's my tier list. Let me know what you guys think for Harry Potter characters. I think it's pretty fucking accurate. I think it's pretty fucking accurate.